With the recent launch of Diablo 4's early access, we're going to spend a bit of time today to go over some of our thoughts around the couch co-op aspects of the game. When it comes to logging in, you can get a second player to join you in couch co-op across all consoles, PlayStation and Xbox. All you'll need is a second controller as well as a Battle.net account linked to that second player's console account. Additionally, only one copy of the game is required for both of you to play together on one console. You cannot, however, have 4 players joining one couch co-op session as you could in Diablo 3. A quick note we'd like to mention is that the PC version of the game does not offer any couch co-op capabilities at this stage.
Now we'll get into all the positive features that we've experienced so far. Bonus experience. While in a couch co-op session, both players will receive up to 10% bonus experience for being in the same party, which will help with early leveling.
Couch to online. Although we mentioned that you cannot have 4 people joining one couch co-op session, you can however take the couch online and still invite 2 other friends from their own devices to max out your party with up to 4 players. There is also cross-play with PC and console players, so everyone can quest together.
Split menus. Unlike in previous installments, there are certain menu elements that you can interact with whilst in couch co-op that will not take up the entire screen. This allows your partner to keep playing or also spend the same time going through their own menus, such as the skills page, inventory management, viewing their profile and stats, as well as interacting with vendors.
Shared progression. You'll be pleased to know that quest progression is saved to both players' accounts. If you complete any quest whilst in a co-op session, it'll count for both of you, granted that you're on the same quest chain. Joining someone in a later act whilst you are just starting out will not skip all of the starting quests for you. A message will show up stating whether or not progression is being made during your session.
Clean UI. It's incredibly simple and easy to follow what's happening when you're in the heat of battle. Resources, skill cooldown and buffs are all easy to see in your peripherals and they don't clash at all with the other player's UI.
Now to get into a few negative features that we've encountered over the past weekend. Minions and spell effects. Generally, when playing online co-op, the player's minions is only visible to the caster and not to the other party members. They will instead see a faint outline and a translucent figure of the minion or summon along with no health bars. When playing in couch co-op, however, you and your partner are sharing a screen, so if one player has any minions, for example the Necromancer, any other class who is playing alongside them will see the minions in their full form. Minion health bars also add to the overall screen clutter, and in my case, it was difficult to gauge at times what was an enemy and what was a Necromancer minion ally. It just takes some time to get adjusted.
Disruptive menus. There are a few menu elements that once a player interacts with it, it does take up the entire screen. This includes the wardrobe, which is understandable, as well as the salvage item confirmation and opening the world map. A small amount of communication is required with your partner when planning to interact with any of these so as not to mess up their gameplay.
Tethers. Although you and your buddy can play together, you are still restricted to the bounds of the screen and cannot split off to do your own quest during the couch co-op session. Once a player moves too far off the screen, the other player will be dragged along or instantly transported to them with very little warning. This can cause a little bit of frustration, especially if the 2 players have different destinations in mind. This is mostly apparent in towns when you each want to visit a different vendor. We have also seen some deaths due to this, so I would not recommend a hardcore couch co-op run if you are concerned with tether-based defeats or if you happen to have attachment issues.
All in all, if you're on the fence about Diablo 4's couch co-op, take it from 2 people who have tried hundreds of different games with various couch co-op mechanics. Diablo 4 is one of the easiest and enjoyable experiences we've had in years.